Hello, there you are. Shabbat Shalom, almost Shabbat Shalom. Welcome where we are continuing to evolve, we continue to change and to shift. And it is how do we retain that originality of us? How do we retain this originality? Hi, I'm iLan Azoulai. I'm a spiritual life coach and a sound therapist for you who are ready to reclaim and remember your gifts and your power. So I bring here mostly every week concepts and ideas from Torah, Kabbalah, and Judaism, and how does that apply to our daily life? How can we look at it and say, oh, how that works for me, or maybe doesn't. So this portion of the week is portion Chayay Sarah, the life of Sarah. Sarah was Abram's wife, and at first she was called Sarai. Then last time we talked about the angels that came and gave them the message that she will bear children at that age of hers. And her name was changed from Sarai to Sarah. So her last letter was the letter Yod, the 10th letter of the alphabet. And it was changed, which is attributed to the name of God. It was changed to Hey, the 5th letter of the alphabet, which is a feminine letter, from the masculine to the feminine. And also Hey has a lot of connotations for those of you who like the play on letters. Hey, it's airy, right? It has to do with life, with bringing life. It's a feminine. And think about it, when we awake from a sleep, or a baby is coming to the world, they go, and how do we live this word? So it's Hey, it's the same pronunciation, the same lettering. All right, so now we're talking about her life, and it starts by saying, and the life of Sarah, Chayay Sarah, was 100 shanim ve-20 shanim ve-7 shanim. 100 years, her life was 100 years and 20 years and 7 years. Meaning to say 127. But why is that duplicity, if you will? 100 years, then 20 years, then 7 years. This is to reflect transformations in her life, as the sages are saying, transformation in her life, that in each transformation she actually kept her purity, her originality. So they said that when she was 100, her beauty was like a 20-year-old. And when she was actually 20, her innocence was as a 7-year-old. And so there are the questions about, well, how come the Torah is glorifying physical beauty? Isn't the Torah about the essence of the person and not the external beauty? And the answer to that is that when one focuses only on their external beauty, on their external appearance, then it vanishes. But when somebody is focusing on their soul level, on the spiritual level, on what they are here to do, on their essence, then the beauty adds to that. And when I say beauty, I mean, if we look at, we love, as humans, we love to look at beautiful things. Beautiful things, beautiful people, beautiful landscapes, beautiful scenery. We prefer looking at beautiful scenery rather than look at a trash scenery. Why? Why is that? Why is that? Because beauty brings upon perfection, brings to perfection. And God's creation is perfection. So when we are looking at beauty and we are in awe of beauty, we are in awe of perfection, of the channel to perfection, creation, the beauty of creation. We see mountains, we see all this. We're like so admiring that creation that, wow, we're going to the mountaintops, or we see beautiful people, or we have this adoration for perfection of creation. So what I want to take from that is that we are going through transformation at each part of our life. Each day is a new transformation opportunity. And many times we are going through transformation and we don't realize that until we went through that transformation. Sometimes we realize that we are in the midst of a shift. How do we realize that? When it's hard, when it's difficult, when it's painful. When it's painful, we realize that we are on some path of transformation. We may not like it. C'est la vie, on jette avec à son petit vent. But it is a transformation. We don't really transform when we are all happy and jolly because we are simmering our joy and our happy. We're simmering in an existing condition that is expanding, but it's an existing condition. It doesn't require us to push our boundaries. Usually there is growth when there is difficult times, when there is pain, when there are challenges. That's when we grow. So the thing is, how do we keep that originality? Many times we go through transformation. Somebody who did not have money and now is rich, suddenly you see them change. It's coming back to what the essence is. It's coming back to our essence. It's remembering where we come from. It reminds me of when Moses was talking about a true leadership, is remember where we come from, take care of those who are in need, and remember that there is God. And all these three are bringing us to remember where we come from. And caring for the other, especially in these times, caring for the other, wishing good for the other is a reminder of where we come from and brings us an ounce or two of humility. Shabbat Shalom. I'll see you soon.